Hi guys. I get annoyed sometimes, so I'm gonna kind of rant about a couple of things. I don't know if this will be a weekly thing or if it's just every once in a while I just get annoyed. All right, so I don't know much about cars. I almost know very little.
Wow.
So I can't diagnose an issue unless it's like super blatantly obvious. Like that's a flat tire. I understand that.
You're driving with three wheels.
Right. Okay. So if a paid, so I go to a paid expert, somebody who knows something about the vehicle, and I don't disagree with them or scream at them.
That's what I do.
Okay, my point is I've gone to multiple games with parents. And parents at games, you are the worst. And I'm not talking about you because I like you, whoever you are watching this video. It's not you. But if you don't know anything about the game, don't scream and yell at the TV. Don't curse them out. Don't do anything like that because it's embarrassing and you look stupid. Don't do it. It's dumb. I've been to so many games where they're like, we're ripping this up. No, nobody's out to get you. They don't care about you. It's just some dude trying to do his job who went to school, who got training, who learned all of these things. He's not trying to rip you off.
Unless you're the Raiders.
Unless you're the Raiders. Unless you're the Raiders. Okay, I've been to many games and they're like, they're ripping us off when like there's a blatant hold or blatant face mask. What are you doing that? It drives me crazy. And that brings me to Utah. Beautiful Utah.
Oh gosh.
Okay, we have gone all over the board. This is all over the place. No, okay, because people don't know what they're talking about. They scream out. They sound stupid in the stands. So I've grown up in Western Colorado. It's not uncommon for me to travel 200 plus miles to see a live sporting events. So my brother Tim is getting married. Shout out to my brother Tim. Woo! And I
was a little late on that.
And I'm the best man.
He thinks he's the best man.
No, I'm the best man.
At the wedding or just in general?
Both. I put a bunch of spaces there in my notes. I'm the best man, so you guys we can just wait.
Sure.
In my brother's wedding. So I was in charge of the bachelor party.
Ooh.
Right, exactly. So it's sports in season right now. College and pro football, baseball, even preseason hockey. So I'm like, all right, we'll just go to Denver. We'll have a good time, maybe catch a baseball game. So I had the plan. And we were going to go a couple weeks ago. We were going to go Rockies-Padres game Friday night. Nice. Golf Saturday, maybe a little cards, Broncos-Colts Sunday, and then come back.
Wow, that sounds like an awesome weekend.
Awesome weekend. Football, baseball, golf, perfect. Well, we couldn't do it that weekend because something came up. So I was like, this is no problem. We'll just do it for the next weekend. So I looked. And there was nothing in Denver, nothing in Colorado Springs, nothing anywhere. And then I found Utah.
Not even Utah State.
Okay, but listen. So USC was playing the University of Utah on Friday night. We couldn't get to that game. So the second best option, or the last option, was Air Force at Utah State. Now, raise your hand if you've heard of Logan, Utah, because up until this point, I'd never heard of it. No. Now, Logan, Utah is 91 miles from Salt Lake City. So you go to the 5 hours to Salt Lake City, and then you have another hour and a half. So we drove, right, exactly. We got out of here about 7 o'clock, 7:15. We drove there all night. We stayed up, we played cards till like 3 in the morning. We got up, we played golf. And then we go to the game and like, it's a cool little stadium. It holds about 20,000 people. They just renovated it. It's a cool little atmosphere. But the people in Utah know one thing. They don't know too much about football, at least in the section that I was sitting. But they are the nicest fans I've ever been a part. First of all, there's no coffee there because it's no caffeine. Although they do sell sodas and they sell hot chocolate, which I don't know if it is.
It's
anyway.
Specific.
Okay, so it's just us guys. Bachelor party. So you think bachelor party? You think Utah, obviously.
Sure, totally. That's
where
craziest place.
That's
Craziest place in the country.
That's where the party happens. Okay, so there's this play along the sideline, and they call targeting because a Air Force player kind of hit. I didn't agree with the call, but they reviewed it, and there's this fan behind me, and she is so mad. She's like, that guy is a butthole. been at many games where there was cursing and just awful, just gross. But the worst thing I heard is that guy is a butthole. And I was sitting next to Derek, and this is super funny. Like, that guy just said butthole, and like no curse words. Everybody's so polite. It's just awesome.
It's like
So
Canada.
my point to you is, if you don't know the game, don't complain. If you want to complain, learn the game, and don't curse. Just call them a butthole.
Just go to Utah.
Go to Utah. Utah, you rock.
Sponsored by UtahTourism.com.
Absolutely.
Wow, you
In
went
Utah.
all over the board with that one.
I love your transcript. I thought you were doing this from heart, but no. And I love your space for like
Yeah, Utah.
comments and-
I wrote here. Utah is like the most unusual place I've ever been. It's like a different country. I wrote
Oh,
this. It's like Canada, where they're like, "Hey, nice to meet you." Eh? It's just nice.
Do you know what the nickname of Utah is? The Beehive State.
Right.
Because reasons.
No reason.
Do you know that Utah has a state snack? It's Jell-O. The only state to have a snack.
Wow.
Yeah.
Facts.
Utah.
Random facts with Nathaniel.
Utah.
That's a new segment.
I
Yeah.
love that. Anyway, that's my thought.